Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will see Module 8 Basic Scripting. So, Windows PowerShell commands that, allows us to do more powerful tasks. For example, let's say if you wanted to, modify like thousands of user account that we can, achieve using a single PowerShell command. And additionally, PowerShell, which allows us to create a script which we can use to accomplish more complex tasks as well. Because using a single command, it may not be possible. So for that, we can create a script and accomplish more complex tasks. And we can also use this we can reuse that script multiple times for any kind of a repetitive task. So in that way we can avoid of any typing error, or there will not be any typing error risk when we run that command. So in this module we will learn how to create, modify and run the script. So we can also see how to import data from the file. So we can see the following lessons in this module. The lesson 1, like how to run a Windows PowerShell script, and we'll use a Windows PowerShell scripting construct, and also we'll see how to import data from a file. So lesson 1, Introduction to Scripting. So most administrator, they'll start working with the script by either downloading or modifying the script which are created by others. So either way, like we have to, must test that script after we got that in any test environment, so that once it is working as we expected, then we can run it into the production environment. Also there are some important difference between running the script in the PowerShell versus running it on the standard command prompt. So we'll see that as well in this lesson, with other concepts which are related to scripting. So in this lesson we'll see some of the following objectives, like the overview of the Windows PowerShell script, and how to find a script and modify them, and how to create a script, and we'll see PowerShellGet module, and how to run Windows PowerShell script, and the script execution policy, and how to set a script execution policy, and how to the AppLocker can be used to secure the PowerShell script, and how to digitally sign the script, and finally how to digitally sign a Windows PowerShell script. So first we will see overview of Windows PowerShell script. So we can use the script for any repetitive task, because that would reduce the risk of errors, and also we can run that script multiple times without any errors, and even we can run that manually multiple times to avoid any errors. But in case if we run the command manually, so there will be a chances for errors at each time. And we can also schedule the script. Let's say if you wanted to run that script in a particular time, then we can use the option to schedule it so that it will run that particular time. So we will for scheduling the background jobs, that we will see it in the module 11 in the later modules. As I mentioned earlier, we can use the script to accomplish any complex task as well instead of using a single command. And we can also achieve any kind of a complex reporting. For example, if you wanted to create a script that reports all the available disk space on our server, we can achieve that kind of reporting as well. So using PowerShell, we can create a reporting in a text or HTML based report as well. So the script can also use the constructor. For example, so the constructor like a for each, if, and switch. So in a single command, we can use this construct options. And the Windows PowerShell script that use the .ps1 file extensions. So we can also use the PowerShell ISC, that is integrated scripting environment, where we can edit the PowerShell commands using the ISC editor. We can also use the text editor, which is Notepad, where we can edit the command. Okay, next we'll see modifying script. Okay, so here, modifying an existing script will be, easier and faster than creating your own script. But we should understand the downloaded script, how it works, and whether that would work as per our requirement. So you have to, run that downloaded script in the non-production environment and make sure it is working as we need or as we expect. And you need to make a modification based on your requirement. So we can get the PowerShell script from the PowerShell gallery, or the script center repository. And also there will be many blogs and websites through the search engine. We can find those blogs and websites, and we can find those script. But you need to make sure those are working as per your requirement. I'll share the the links for the PowerShell gallery, the script center repository in the description. So yeah, we can refer that in case if you wanted to use that. Next we'll see creating script. So when we create a script, in case if you are not finding any existing script to download or modify, we can create our own script. We can also use the code snippet from other sources when we build our scripting. But it is good to develop the script in an isolated environment, which will not affect the production environment. And once we tested in the non-production, then we can implement it in the production environment. Also, when we build a script, it's better to do it incrementally, so that we can easily test it during each development. So next we'll see what is PowerShell Get module. The PowerShell Get module, which includes commandlets for accessing and publishing items in the PowerShell gallery. So this module is part of the Windows Management Framework 5.0. So that means it's included in the Windows 10 and Windows Server 2016. But we can also upgrade this, in the operating system to the 5.0 framework. But in case if you cannot update, then there is a .msi installer package which is available for PowerShellGet. That can be used on the system with the Windows PowerShell 3.0 or PowerShell 4.0 systems. So if this is the when we use the commandlet for the PowerShell get module for the first time, then you will be prompted to install the NuGet provider. Basically, the NuGet is the package manager that can obtain and install the packages on the Windows. We can also implement a private PowerShell gallery for your organization. So we can do this creating your own NuGet feed. So I'll share the link in the description for more information about creating a NuGet feed, and you can refer to the hosting your own NuGet feeds. And the following couple of commands that list that can be used most often in the PowerShell gallery, which is find dash module and find dash script. So the find dash module, this commandlet used to search for Windows PowerShell modules in the PowerShell gallery, and find dash script that can be used to search any PowerShell script in the PowerShell gallery. So for more information, about all of the PowerShell get commandlets, I'll provide the link in the description. So next we'll see a running script. As you know, the PowerShell is .ps1 file extension, and which is associated with a notepad. So we can open the .ps1 PowerShell script in a notepad, or we can also run it with the PowerShell by right clicking and run with the PowerShell. And also we can edit the script in the ISE editor, which is the Windows PowerShell integrated scripting environment. And to run any PowerShell script, the .ps1 extension, we can use the following three methods. Either we can enter the full path where the script is located, or we can also enter the relative path as mentioned here, and we can also run the script using the current directory. So you need to be in that directory, and using dot backward slash and the script name, you can execute the script. And next we will see the script execution policy. So we can control whether the PowerShell script can be run on Windows computer. We can achieve that by setting up the execution policy on the computer. So these are the execution policy, like restricted, all signed, remote signed, unrestricted, and bypass. So if you want to know what is the current execution policy set in your PowerShell, you can use the get dash execution policy commandlet. So if it is restricted, means no script are allowed to run. And if it is set to all signed, script can be run only if the digitally signed. If the script is not digitally signed, then you cannot run that. And remote signed, that means script that are downloaded and can only be run if they are digitally signed. And the other one, unrestricted, so all script can be run in this mode, but a confirmation prompt will appear when running unsigned script which are downloaded. And the last one, bypass. So if we use this option, all the script are run without any prompt. So to change the execution policy, we can run set dash execution policy command. But in case if you wanted to configure the execution policy for many computers, you can use the group policy setting to override the local setting, which is the uh, turn on script execution group policy setting. And if you have modified any downloaded script, but the script will still have the attribute which is can identify as the downloaded file. So to remove that status from the script, you can use the unblock dash file commandlet. So let us see some demonstration here. So to change the location, type set dash location command and enter the location. So I'm going to put the mod 08 and demo code. Okay, so now I have changed the location. Okay, next to verify if hello world.ps1 exists in the path, we can use get dash child item hello world.ps1. It doesn't exist, so let me go to that path. Let me just rename it to hello.ps1. Okay, if I rerun the command again, okay, we can see that it exists. So let me run using the full path. Okay, we can see that it got executed. Let's try just running it without specifying the full path. Okay, if I just mention only the .ps1 file, then it won't run. But if I specify /hello world, then it will run the script. And to view the current execution policy, we can run get dash execution policy. So right now it is set to unrestricted. So to change this, we can run the set dash execution policy and set it to restricted. Okay, now if I set get execution policy, it is restricted. Now if I run the hello world.ps1, cannot be loaded okay, because of it is restricted. Let me change back to unrestricted. Now get execution policy, it is set to unrestricted. And if I run the hello world Now we can see that we are able to run the script. Okay, so next we will see Windows PowerShell and AppLocker. So when we set an execution policy, we can only check whether the script was downloaded or whether the script is digitally signed. But alternatively, we can use the AppLocker, which will control the use of PowerShell script. So with AppLocker, we can set various restrictions that limit the execution of a specific script or the script in a specific location. Also unlike all signed execution policy, this AppLocker can allow the script that are signed only by specific publisher, not all publisher. It can allow only based on the specific publisher in the script. So in Windows PowerShell 5.2, a newer level of security has been added, which is using the AppLocker to secure our script. So some companies they might follow some kind of approval process to run any script on the production environment. So one way to formalize that approval process, for script used in the production environment is to digitally sign the script and use the all signed script execution policy, so that whenever you implement any modification to a script, it has to be updated with the new digital signature. Otherwise, the script will not run in the production environment. For example, in your organization, let's say if there are some approved script for managing the Active Directory users, and in case if any of the help desk staff, if they did any modification, then we can prevent those kind of situation to run on the production environment. And to update the script, we can use the set dash authenticate signature commandlet, as we have shown in this slide. So that is how we can digitally sign the certificate, I'm sorry, script. So let us see an example. Get dash child item cert current user code signing cert. Okay, so next, to place the code signing certificate in a variable, we can run this command. So that it will be assigned to the variable called a cert. And to digitally sign the certificate, we can run the command set dash authenticate signature and path to the script. So let's set it to the hello world script certificate cert. Okay, so it says the certificate is null. Okay, since certificate is not available, cannot set it right now, but this is how you can generally set it. Okay, so that's it in this lesson, and yeah, I'll see you in the next. Thank you.